Oh, there is something else I wanted to show you guys. I like to go into spectator mode and check out what's underground. This is gonna be fun. Look. Okay, so this is our river. You know, we know that those are happening. But look further down. Look at all the crystal caves. And all the regular caves. Yeah, I know I can do that without cheating. I haven't made it yet. The wand that drifts through things. Yeah, I just haven't made it yet. And then if we come over here, there's a dungeon there, and there's a great big bit of crystal cave over here, and there's a abandoned mine shaft that we'll be able to go through. And somewhere around here, look at all the crystal caves. So excited about the crystal caves, trust me. All these crystals will get used. But somewhere around here, I saw an astral sorcery ore pyramid, or an ore temple. So yeah, here's another dungeon. Yeah, so this is gonna be fun. There it is. There's the astral sorcery. So yeah, this is gonna be fun to go through here and collect stuff, go actual mining, caving. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. All right, let's go back home. Woot. Did I end up sleeping? I don't remember. Anyway. Let's make ourselves a door to keep the baddies out. Do I have enough? I do. Just do an oak door for now. See, because if it could use even this texture, well, it's got that. Yeah, whatever. What a cheater. I picked this spot before I knew what was underneath, but I am pretty excited about what's underneath. Alright, there we go. And we'll get this one in. Alright, next thing I want to do, let's grab our markers. You're pretty sure that it uses the same as the background as the inventory. You can show me how to change it in the pack. Not currently, don't show me now. I won't remember, but yeah, I will want to know. There's the cobblestone markers. I'll have to replace the texture. I will do whatever I need to. Yeah, but I'm not going to open up my file system, my file explorer, and move things around during stream, because you guys can't watch me do that. If you're in the Discord, are you in Discord? You can send me the directions in Discord, and if I have time during one of my 5-minute breaks, I can copy the file and relocate it. Is that all I have to do, is just relocate the one file from one texture pack and move it into the other? So we will have a bridge, by the way, guys. There will be a bridge over this river from our starter house into the wizard's village that's going to be over here. And our goal over here currently is to scope out a somewhat flat space that I can put the warehouse of goods. I want to get to the area that I took a picture of in the Simpletons Discord that I thought was really pretty, because that's going to be our general area for housing collected, and I'm trying to remember where that is exactly, so give me a moment. There's one of the... We're getting near it here. Yeah, this was it. Okay, so we've got these rivers and pools of water, and there's oh yeah, standing RV shroom. There's this cave, this underground. Whoa, how long? A couple more seconds. Okay. Forget those V-shrooms do that. So there's underground water system. That's really cool. And I think this is generally the area that I took the picture from, because then we've got the other one here, right? Yep. All right, so what I would like to do is put, yeah, this whole area here. Yep. Put the warehouse up there somewhere. A bunch of village houses and, you know, little workshop things all around, doing all sorts of the little projects and what that we want to do. Send it to me in a message on Discord. You can private message me. Just tell me what file needs to be moved to the John Smith. I'm using the I have Faithful 32, but I don't know if we can just use the regular vanilla. I don't know. Whatever you want to tell me, I'll figure it out. That water as well. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna fly. Is that where I want it? That's what I want to know. Is right here a good spot? And I know I could just climb up. It looks like that would be a good spot for it. We've got a little bit of water here and here. But this spot right here looks large enough for the warehouse. This is the start of a flow of water, and there's the underground system. I'm going to say yes. This right here is where I want my warehouse. Okay. What's the max height do we have here? I didn't know passive shedding was on. Goes up to 99. There's 100. But I don't need it to go this high. It would be nice if it were like here. Anything else I could build up? Alright, so we're gonna clean out this area, take down all the mushrooms and all the trees and mow so that we can build up where we're going to be putting this. This is just to mark that this is where I want it. And the warehouse is going to be at least 25 wide. Like when you look at the front, it's not probably gonna be super deep. I have this vision in my head of what it's going to look like, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to replicate it. Because, you know, usually I go, ooh, this would look nice in my head, and then I never get around to doing what I want to get done. But that's the plan. We don't have any of the resources. I just wanted to figure out where our warehouse was going, and that's where it's going. All right, very nice. Lots of space back here if I wanted to expand the warehouse. Yeah, I'm just thinking like with auto crafting, if I want to do magic methods, I've got, you know, the Thaumcraft golems, and I've got Botania, and yep. Okay, so we should go back here, check this off. I do a bit more moving into our house as we go, but I want to get back into Embers. Remember, we're collecting things from Buildcraft quarrying in the mining dimension right now until I can get bees making our resources for us. So we're going to want ore processing. And the first kind of ore processing we're going to do is with embers. And I probably will want to move the ember stuff up here. I could put it in underground down here. I don't know. I need to go sleep. My neighbors are yelling at each other. Yay. Yay for funness there. Well, how would I get there from the house if I were to put stuff underground? As far as like the mining, not mining, the ore processing. It's a long way to get to the underground bit. That'd be kind of a cool spot. Let's come down here. And here's the direction the water flows. So there's another starter of water. And it goes all the way around down here. There's another starter of water. And this section's really neat. Ow. Hey. Woo. There's someone else wanting in on the fun. Hi. Is there anything else I need to worry about? Underground, there's plenty. But everywhere else we're fine. Okay. I have night vision. Just because the sense stager gives you night vision. That's a nice bonus that I spaced out. Alright, so if we did embers down here, it doesn't really look like I want to do embers down here. There's not a huge amount of space. I'd have to dig it out. And I really like how we could make this just an overgrown underground river system here if we wanted to. So we're gonna pass on that. Let me up here. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright. Great. Early Floromancer flashbacks. Yeah, you would. Yep. Alright. So, let's do a little bit more embers because I haven't even made the machines so that we can do some more processing and learn more about that. If you've watched my Rustic Waters, you already know about the ore processing. We've set it up there. But we're just going to do it again. We're going to set it up again. So the book we need, it's not this one, it's this one. And it does reset each time you you log out. It's really annoying. I do not know if there's a config option for it to just be all unlocked. That might be something worth looking into. I wonder if I can access it via mod options. What do you think? Nope. That was worth looking, but nope. All right. So let's go back through here. We need to unlock. Whoop. I can never remember. It's this direction. There we go. And then we can go here. There we go. That's what we need, those things. And then this will do alloys, and we've already got a mechanical pump. We won't need those right now. So what we're doing next is, now that we have a way to make Ember, which is the power for the mod, we need to melt ores, and this is what's used to melt down ores. I believe it does double. I believe it does, or do doubling. I'm not sure, but it doesn't quite matter. So we put Ember in the bottom block, and we put the meltable items into the top. It'll melt into its liquid state, and you can pipe it out of the top. All right, so the melter looks like this. It is a 2 tall block, and it needs a furnace, iron, copper, and some caimanite. So let's grab the stuff that we have already. We don't need those. Might need more blend. And then we need iron, copper, and a furnace. All right. We need, there we go. All right, so let's put it right here. There we go. So if we jump up, you can see that that's a tank up there. That's where the melted metals go. You can only melt one metal at a time. And down here is the burner where we're going to be sending molten ember into. Are we getting a, is that a cloud? Are we getting a, see, that's something I didn't consider. Astral Sorcery's Skybox might not work with the John Smith Skybox. Who knows? Don't know. Alright, so we need emitters and receivers and the hammer and the levers. Alright, let's see if we can put like I said, I wasn't sure if we can have more than one connected to here, but we'll find out. And we're going to put you. It won't work there because of that. We'll put you here. But that wasn't the one, was it? No. All right. Yes. Okay, so I need to fix... Let's do... You need to go to the pump. Why are we both going to this one? There we go. Okay. Woo! So now that we have a melter, we need to be able to make the stamper, which makes the ingots or the plates or the, you know, sort of deal. And this is two different pieces, a base and a stamper block on top that does the pressing. So the stamper is 2 blocks above the stamper base. If you give that ember and the stamp that you want, like an ingot stamp, for example, and you pipe the molten metal into the bottom, should process it. So we're gonna put a bin under it as well, so it automatically collect instead of throwing things into the world. So we need a stamper base, a stamper, and a bin. Stamp. Alright, so this is the base. So we need Camonite bricks, iron ingots, and a bucket. Does this make 1 or 4? Man, that's expensive. Okay. And we need the iron. I'm out of inventory space. There's a feather in there. It really should be in here. There's the base. So we're going to place the base here. We need to have space for the fluid extractor plus a pipe. So you can't put it really, really close. And then we need the stamper itself, which needs a block of iron. That might be a problem. Whew, we're running low. I don't even know if I have more up here. Copper. There we go. And this, as it said, needs to go 2 blocks above stamper base. So it needs to go here. I think I needed to rotate it. Nope, that looks right. That looks too high up. Maybe it's supposed to go right here. That looks better. Okay. And this needs to receive ember somehow. So shift, click, and now that has ember. And now we need to make a ingot stamp, which is the bar. So it's 4 Camonite blend in that shape. And then we smelt it. All right. And you can put it here. All right. So now we need to pump the fluids out of this spot and put them into the base. Let's see if we have any pipes. We have fluid pipes. We just need a fluid extractor then, don't we? All right. Fluid extractor. And at that spot, we need 2 redstone. Okay. Here. And then we can pipe it together. Extractors need a lever. Whoop. Okay. Now, we can use just a hopper to put stuff in the melter. We can also just throw items into the top. Do the gold. There's some iron. There's 4 iron. I love the noises it makes. I love this whole process. It's so cool. Alright, so we already got 4, so it's definitely a doubling process, maybe? Yeah. So let's make a bin. And the one we want is from Embers, of course. And Embers bin. There we go. That's a bunch of iron and an iron plate. Do we have a forge hammer somewhere? I'm pretty sure I made one already. Just don't know where it is. Maybe it's in my backpack that we need to make bigger. Yep. There's our plate. Pick up the other floaty iron. Make the bin. Alright. So if you put a bin directly underneath the stamper base, right here, instead of things floating out into the world, they'll go into the bin. The bin can only hold 1 stack of items. So you will need to pipe things out of it if you intend to hold more than that. So that is our magic process. I remember that these have internal buffers, and I think once the buffers are full, this ember shooting around stuff will stop. So yeah. We can now melt our ore as long as we have ember. Again, I do need to go back to the ember bore and get some more ember because we don't have any more. Not all of the ember stuff. Anyway, that's set up and ready to go. Now, to do alloys, which we don't yet have to do. To do an Embers that does alloys, we're going to need 2 melters, one for each of the metals that we want to alloy together, and then a mixer centrifuge to make them into an alloy, and then another stamper setup. I will probably eventually do that because I want to get into Dawnstone because I want to make Dawnstone tools. I've heard they're pretty cool. I mean, they're not emerald is clearly better, but there's Dawnstone mail for your, it's a bauble. Huh. Yeah, Dawnstone is a generally pretty block too. You're correct. But it's got some cool weapons here. We've got a gun that shoots ember, a cinder staff that I'm guessing is the magical version that throws ember. There's a battle axe, the clockwork pickaxe, and a grand hammer. I'd like to play with these. We might even make the ashen armor set. It's not super great, but it looks cool, and me and the looking cool. Turfing deals damage based on the target's armor. The Cinder Staff? Yeah, see, I've never done any of the Embers upgrading. I definitely want to do Embers upgrading. This Glimmer Lamp looks pretty too. It needs the it needs alchemy. But yeah, I haven't done alchemy since Exoria. I did a bit of alchemy in Exoria. So that's been a while, but there's just so many really cool little things that I've not done. Ember Belt, Ember Amulet. There's a ring. I don't know what those are for, if you can put special stuff on them. So that'd be cool. Apparently you can grow metals. So that would be neat too, to be able to grow them. That's an alternate form of gaining basic metals. I don't know how it works because you only see the seeds. You don't see like any plant images in here. So yeah, lots of things to see, lots of things to check out. I see you over there. How far away can I shoot you? Too far. Got ya. Aha! Yes. That's a lot of gunpowder. Gimme. Loot. Yay! Okay. More magic. Alright, so when I build my warehouse, I'll do that one, the layout off camera. We're gonna start needing to figure out how we're gonna store everything. Now, Arcane Archives allows us to be able to know where everything is, and it also has a method that we can input anything via one point into any of the Arcane Archives blocks, as well as anything that Arcane Archives can see. So there are like little gems that you can put on regular chests. So there's that option, and that's something that Botania doesn't have. If we were to do Corporea, there's no way to put things into a central location as a warehouse. With Corporea, you just pretty much pair your Corporea network to wherever you're creating the item type of thing. So that's just a difference there. I mean, there are other ways that Botania can do it, like with the Spectralist Flower. If you pair it with a hopper, and the hopper goes into a chest that is paired into like a vanilla hopper item sorter system. Not doing that, by the way. They look cool, but they also look extremely laggy and complicated. You know me, I'm not into the complication. Scares me. Let's see these crappy cherries. So yeah, let's switch out our bees. We haven't done the moving them around bit. This almost has a stack, so we'll be done with meadows here pretty soon. I like to have a stack. If you haven't caught me before, I like to have a stack of drones in order to force princesses to turn into other things. Oh, we still didn't get a majestic again. Okay, so still says cultivated noble. Any of these say majestic? No. Okay, so this is the one we're gonna put you with because there's still a chance that it will mutate. I might want to figure out better frames. We might be able to make the sweet frames, and that has a higher mutation chance. So we've got the Diligent and the Majestic. We need to get the Unweary, and then we'll be able to do the 2 that we need for the Alvearies. All of this for Alvearies. Alright, we'll put that in there. Yay, rain! Alright, rain killing options in Magic. I think Botania is the only one that I'm familiar with. There might not even be one in Thaumcraft. I have not done Thaumcraft 6 very far. Don't think there's one for Roots. There might be one for Astral Sorcery. And there might be one for Wizardry. There might be a spell. Alright. The other thing I had a thought of, since we need food, is to try and do some basic automation of food. And what we'll need is a bunch of the aqueous soil. If you remember, the aqueous soil, if it's not on top of gravel, we've got gravel there, it will auto harvest and drop the items on top of gravel to disable that option. So if we can also plant regular crops on top of these soils. So if we put any of these on top of it, they will auto harvest. So all we would need is a method to pick up the drops. And we can do that with Embers. Embers has an item vacuum. We can get a little bit of Botania going and make a Hopper Hawk, which is my preferred option. There's very likely something from Astral Sorcery don't think has a item pickup thing, does it? I know it has a ritual for harvesting and for crop growth. Yep, it's raining. So that was what I would like to do. I'd like to figure out what food item we're going to make. And we're gonna do, you know what? Are there magical foods? I know Rustic has some nice, does it have nice food options? I know Roots has the eggplant that we could do. No. Rustic Thaumaturgy has lots of candles. Those look really neat. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I know Rustic has all those cool beverages and potions and stuff. That's something fun to get into at some point. Roots has it's got wild wheat bread, which is okay, and then it's got, let's see if I can find it. Those are the spells. Maybe it's under the eggplant, aubergine. Dang it. Yep, definitely using Rustic for its decorations. For sure. It's AU. Uses here. There, the stuffed mystical world. There we go. The stuffed aubergines have a really decent saturation and yeah. And I bet we could even olive oil it. Uses of you. Can we olive oil? We can. Olive oiling something gives it a higher saturation, I believe. And so this, we would just need aubergines, carrots, beets, and then either Persickia, which is from Roots, potatoes, or the other option. So either one of those. I know we have carrots. I know we do not have potatoes yet. I haven't gotten potatoes from a zombie yet. So we would want to do Persickia, which are over here, these flowers. So if we set up a small farm, I'm thinking like 5 by 5, something like that, and planted aubergines, carrots, what was the other thing? Persickia and, was it beets? Yeah, and beets, which we have all of these things. We'd have all the resources we need to craft a pretty decent food to get us going. And then if we did olive trees, we would just need to press the olive oil, which I was already using anyway because you can use it to make impregnated sticks for the frames. We'd be able to improve the saturation level. That's what olive oiling it does. I'd have to look up the rustic to make sure. Look up the rustic manual. So how about we plan that? Let's see. I need to get my Botania out because we're going to need a rune of air, which means we're going to need to make the runic altar. There you are. Yep, we need some mana. We have the mana steel, but we're gonna need to make mana powder, and everything else we can get no problem. We need a little bit of mana, and we need the runic altar, which the recipe for the runic altar is easily doable too. So yes, that's what we're gonna do. So let's create enough of this water, elemental soil. How much do we have? Any in here? Nope. Do we have it over here? Mental, nope. We must have made just enough. I don't think it's in any of the... Yeah, no. Alright, so we need to make some elemental soil. We need to make 25 elemental soil. We need a bed out here until we actually are moved. And we are going to put this farm up at the house so that we can start moving stuff up there. Hello. So the elemental soil is the Fey crafting. We need dirt, gravel, terra moss, wildroot, and bone meal for 4. So we're gonna need to do this 7 times to be sure. So we need 7 of each of these. All right, so gravel. Until I get adjusted, it's gonna take a bit to find everything I need. Do we have gravel? Basalt. There's more dirt, which shouldn't be in there, but we have enough dirt on us. I don't see gravel. There it is. There it is. 7 gravel. 7 dirt. Okay. And then we need bone meal. There's 2. Bone meal, and then the terra moss and wild root would be in these chests. We've got 9. And wild root. Alright. Let's go to our Fey crafter hidden here in the area. Alright, and then we need to grab our our knife to trigger it. There we go. So now we have all the elemental soil we need. I wonder if this is enough water. Yep. Okay, good. So there we go. Let's grab crops. Got carrots, beetroot around the other side, I think. Yep, beets. And aubergines are over here. And persickia. Alright. Let's figure out where this is going over here. I think I would be happy with it probably right here. We'll get rid of this bush. It's right outside our front door then for the most part. Alright. And actually, we probably don't need to raise it up, do we? We'll dig a hole under it to collect. We won't even need to do that if we didn't want to. Alright. I was just thinking, because our options are, by the way, with the aqueous soil, if you place it on top of soil, the crops will pop off on top. But if you have an air gap, the crops will go through the bottom. So they'll collect down below. So we, you know, could do a water system instead of magic to collect the drops. So that's possible. Now, I don't think we need a hoe. Nope, we don't. Okay. Let's put our magical lights out. That's fun. Okay. And I don't think we need to add... I don't think we need to water this. The drops placed in containers below the soil. Oh. So we need containers below it, or it'll just pop up on the surface. So that's awesome. We wouldn't even need a huge area. Did we add the mod that has the cheaper hoppers? The ones made out of wood? No. What are you? Interesting. Omnidirectional pneumaticraft. Well, I guess there's a vacuum hopper from open blocks. That's not very magical. That's techie, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. Just thinking here. I don't want to do 25 hoppers. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 plants to plant. We could do... I don't have the inventory space because it's full of garbage. We could do that size. Why aren't... Oh, I need the beetroot seeds, not the beets. Okay, can we make one? No, that's just the rose red. That's right. Aubergine. And then Forsythia bulbs. Alright. So we could do that size. Can you put... I'm just thinking if we put chests underneath here. That's a lot of chests. Hoppers are expensive, so we might just resort back to the item, the magical item pickup. Yeah. Which texture? See, because there's this guy, we could lay it down sideways and just do exactly this, only laid down. And how much was the item vacuum? 4 lead and an item pipe. Until we have a hopper hawk to do it the magic way. The aqueous soil thingy. It's a weird texture. You're right. Do we have lead? Does not appear so. Do we have lead in here? Yes, a lot of it. Gonna need more embers. I bet we've gone through the shards that I had in there. Let's put 2 crystals in there. Definitely gonna need to go back to that ember borer and get it running again. But that'll give us the lead that we need. And it needs an item pipe. Do we have an item pipe? Yes. Okay, so that. And a lever and a chest, which we have a little bit of oak here. Ah, okay. Bloop. It has a pretty wide area, so that should work. And I'm not sure if it needs water. I suppose we could place one and find out. There. Will we fall in that hole? Or will that keep us? Okay, so apparently... Ah. If it did, the plants would be... That's not quite true. This soil increases plant growth. But, how would you like me to pronounce your name? Because I'm just thinking about calling you Raw. RNE. Okay, so it's Aranira. Aranira. I. Oh, duh. Haha. RNI. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Roger surname. Gotcha. See, grow faster. I want to see you work. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Woo. Now, do we have... We need one more beetroot seed. And then we needed one more aubergine seed. Can we turn the aubergines into seeds? Oops. No, yes. That was a little slow. Alright. Try twerking. This doesn't have twerking. Now we just can make it look pretty, and yeah, but this will be our food for the foreseeable future, I think. We need some bulbs. But yeah, happy. I wonder if we can speed this up even more once we get to making the lily pads of fertility from Reliquary. I wonder if that'll make it go real fast. I mean, because it can with just on soil. And then I know rustic has fertile soil, which doesn't have the auto harvesting property that we're going for here. But it does speed up crop growth and it doesn't need water. I'm assuming this doesn't need water because it's water soil. But the other soils I don't think need water either. Anyway, sitting here staring at this is not what I was going for. Alright, so that should have made us some lead by now. Are you all done? Yep, there we go. Now, what do we have in here? We have carrots and beets that we can grab. I don't think I have any aubergine in here because they were all over in this chest over here, but I wasn't auto harvesting it, so I don't have a whole lot of them in here. I don't know what other uses these have as far as rest, well, you can cook them, and that looks to be it. Good to know, you can cook them like potatoes. So we don't need to keep them in here because we have the forsythia, which are what are used in the potions, or not potions, the spells. So can we make some? Oh, is this just a crafting recipe? No. What do we need to do? Oh, maybe it just needs to be done in a certain order because they're not rotating. No. Does it have to be done in a 3x3? Oh, you're right. They need to be cooked, don't they? Cooked Persickia. You guys, let's use one of the other elemental soils. How many did I have left? 3. I wanted 4. If we do this one, it cooks the products that are harvested. Oh, it won't auto harvest it though. And I like the idea of the auto harvesting. So we're gonna need to cook. Where am I going? Furnace is in here right now. We're gonna need to cook these. Let's relocate one of these furnaces. This would be something that would be nice to have in our home instead of here. And get things relocated eventually instead of going back and forth constantly. I'm really looking forward to moving in. I definitely want to get some decoration going. There's a lot of spaces, big spaces that are plain. Like this space right here is driving me insane that it's so plain. Plain, plain, plain. We're gonna just put our furnace in here, I think. Right there. Yep. Alright. Go get our cooked Persickia bulbs. Now we should be able to make these. Woo, stuffed aubergines get. We have the food. We have a decent amount of food. So that's good. We have decent food. I'm happy about that. And it does not require me to kill any animals, which is one of the points of roots. So, put the cooked ones in there too. There we go. So this will grow, give us our good stuffs. Yep. Alright folks, that's going to be it for me today. I'm streaming till noon is all. I know I usually go till 1. But yeah, I got things to do, and I'm going to keep working on this today at some point. Try to get it built and, you know, roof. I'm going to have to go looking for slate underground, which means maybe I'll dig a little hole over into that area where we had those really cool minings and, you know, go mining. Go collecting fun stuff. Anyway, we're gonna keep working on that, working on our bees. Yeah, that sort of progress. Fun stuff. We'll be back playing this pack on Wednesday, I believe. So I'll catch you back here then, and maybe we'll get into some Botania and Thaumcraft. So I will catch you back here next time. Take care, folks, and have a great rest of your day. Bye!